The General Data Protection Regulation, or the GDPR, is designed to help the law catch up with the huge increase in technological development, globalisation, and an exponential increase in data collection and sharing. The General Data Protection Regulation is there to harmonise the laws around Europe. So we currently have a patchwork of 28 subtly different laws, all based on a directive. So it really is time that we have one rule that goes across all those 28 member states. The big difference in the GDPR is in fact the fine. So we now have a new fine coming into place, which will be a fine for major breaches of 20 million euros, or 4% of annual worldwide turnover in the previous financial year, whichever is the greater.
Today, most organisations know what data they rely on to make business decisions, and that generally is a small percentage of information. That's typically in the teens. Around about 85% of data is either deemed to be dark or already understood to be redundant, obsolete or trivial, or rot data. Also, we're seeing a lot of data today becoming stale. In one of the recent surveys we did, 41% of data was deemed to be over 3 years old and therefore deemed to be stale. That generally is found in unstructured data. So we talk about Word documents, we talk about documents that people create on a day-to-day basis, images, photos, email as well comes into this sort of category. So being able to truly understand what data you want to keep, what data you want to retain, and what data you ultimately want to remove from your organisation is going to be absolutely key.
GDPR, whilst it was born in the EU, it has complete global application because it does have this statement that it applies to any processing of personal data where the processing is around citizens and residents in the EU. So if people in America or other countries believe that they're exempt from the GDPR, that isn't the case.
Today's fragmented computing environments provide significant challenges for most organisations to get a handle on what data they've got, especially when you consider the multitude of different systems, both on-premise or in the cloud, as well as looking at the myriad of backup and archiving solutions that organisations may well have adopted over the years.
What is interesting with GDPR is it really affects all departments of an organisation. Whilst IT companies have been custodians of personal data in the past, we need to reconnect the people who are using the data with the people who are the custodians in order to comply.
Most organisations should have a look at how they can comply with GDPR by taking some simple steps. Understand your typical process for subject access requests. Be able to search all of your data and look at the tools and processes that you currently have and identify the gaps. And then deal with e-discovery processes in an electronic format.
Organisations will have to look at the whole life cycle of data management from collection right through to deletion and ensure that the requirements are implemented through that cycle.
Many organisations are asking whether they've got time to get themselves ready for GDPR. Most organisations have time. They already have certain processes in place. What we're looking at doing is building efficiencies into those processes, helping those organisations get in under the covers of truly understanding their information. GDPR is helping businesses look at their data holistically to deal with the challenge of too much data and not enough information.